Okay.
Hi, everybody. Maria here, and I've got an amazing light soul, Beatrice here. She's actually from France. Welcome, France. Thank you, Beatrice. Thank you for coming. So Beatrice is an amazing partner. So, for anybody in France that's watching this video, because she's going to have this video, please follow her link and join her as a partner and see Beatrice in terms of purchasing your Lifewave wearable technology. So Beatrice is going to give us a beautiful testimonial, but I wanted to just give everybody an overview. Beatrice, like myself, started with X39, which is the activation of universal cells patch, which self heals everything in the body, and then she speeded up its basically its strength by adding on Aeon, which Aeon reduces inflammation. And a little bit of period later on, she's added the remaining YH, which is glutathione, which is the master anti-intoxidant. So it does metal detoxes and detoxes everything out of your body. And then she added the carnosine, which is good, for heart health, organ health, and a whole host of other things. And if you look up carnosine and do a Google search, you'll see exactly what antioxidant that is. So, Beatrice, welcome. Thank you for joining me. And basically, I'll just leave it to you. Maybe you can give us a bit of a background of what attracted you to the LifeWave uh, patches and what existing sort of concerns did you have with yourself that you thought, what, I'm going to try this and see what it can do for me.
Okay. First of all, I've discovered the patches through you by watching your videos more than 2 years ago. And what happened is that at the end of 2023, basically, I had an accident in 2014, and it was a motorbike accident. It wasn't too freaky. I ended up with just 4 stitches, so it wasn't much. But prior to that, I had a bad back. And after the accident, I started to have some serious back pain. Basically, I stayed in my bed around like 3.5 years. In my bed, I was in my bed 3.5 years,
Wow.
and then I decided to stop. I decided to do something about it, and then basically since 2014, it's been 10 years since I had back pain, and and the, I mean the worst thing was the inflammation on the vertebrae. So at the end of 2023, I had it. I knew the product, and I decided to try to do something. And basically, I started really with the Eon, thinking, well, if I can do something for my inflammation, let's go for it. And I have to say, I'm among these people. I put it on, and I can feel something. So,
Mm.
uh, um, in fact, I started on November 11th, 2023, and since that day, I had no inflammation on my lower back, nothing at
Wow.
all. And I would like to just to say again, I spent the last 10 years with that problem. I just couldn't do anything at all. Just like moving was like send me into pain, deep pain. I had to actually lie
Mm.
down to deal with it, and I couldn't do anything about it. So I was pleased with that. And when I saw what happened to me in November, I decided to go on the X39 the following month. And same thing again. I felt it right away. I put it
Wow.
on the next second. That was it. I could feel that something was happening to me, and it went on from that point on. So what I have to say is that I'm not so young anymore. And last spring in 2023, I felt like the age the age
Oh,
was there. I was getting
yeah.
old, and
Yeah.
I
Well,
have to say,
well, you don't look old. You look great to me. Yeah.
yeah, but I'm old.
Yeah.
Okay. And I have to say, if I compare the state that I was in last summer or last spring, it's like it's the other side of a coin. That's what I can say. It's kind of unbelievable to me because I can do more things now. And even though I still feel a little bit of pain on my lower back,
Mm,
uh, I can feel the pain while I'm doing something, but within an hour, I'm okay. Before, I would
yes.
have to be, I would be stuck in bed for days. So for me, it's more than a miracle. I
Yes,
just
yes. The recovery time. And this is what a lot of sports people say when they wear the patches and they do like strenuous exercise, especially professionals, they find the recovery time is a lot quicker.
Yeah, and it's happening to me. And really, and also what happened to me within 5 months was the glasses. Basically, I'm actually using an older prescription for my glasses. And to be honest with you, if I do that, I can't see you very well. I need to do that to see you a little bit more. And
Wow.
basically, to I have to stop using those glasses because I can't see anymore. So
You know what's going to
this,
happen later on, Beatrice? I used to wear two sets of glasses, one to be able to see close up, and one for distances like when I'm driving. It took me just over a year. So I'm not saying it's going to take everybody else just over a year, but just over a year, I threw both of them out. I don't
yeah,
need them. With X39 and Aeon, which are the two master patches, I was able to restore. So I was putting the Aeon at night on the side
yes.
here. And of course, during the day when I was in the house, because you don't want to walk outside with a patch here X39, where you look a bit ridiculous. So I was doing that, and I totally fixed my eye issues, which is incredible.
Actually, on the year mark, I'm done with it because, as I said to you, within 5 months, I had to go from the previous prescription, and now I'm now 8 months in, and I've already some trouble. I mean, it's been like over a month since I have some trouble with those pair of glasses. So I'm expecting something to happen surely. So within a year, it could be. And I have to say, since I started the carnosine a month ago, I've got some strange. I feel like there's some strange things happening around my eyes. So I'm thinking something that it might be happening within a year.
Yes, yes, yes. Because now what you've done is you've added an additional antioxidant. And so, therefore, you're speeding things up even more because a lot of people don't realize the body needs different antioxidants that we
Yes.
cannot get just from fruit and vegetables. And
Yeah.
I've done a video, everybody, on antioxidants and carnosine. So, I do talk about that, and you can have a look at that. So, really, what you're doing is you're using X39, which is the king of all patches because it activates our cells. And
Yes.
then what you're doing is you're adding the YH range, which is Aeon, carnosine, and glutathione, which really does everything else that your body needs, reduce inflammation, and give you the master antioxidants. And glutathione does a lot of detoxing. Have you noticed anything specifically when you added glutathione?
To be honest with you, when I studied the thing, I studied first when I got the yes, I studied the glutathione, and then the following day I'm putting the carnosine. So every other day I'm doing it, and I would say 2 weeks ago it was a bit difficult because I was clearly detoxing, draining from every single part of my body, and I had with the glutathione, with the glutathione, I had some really strange experience. I had a sore throat, and I couldn't explain why I had a sore throat because, well, I'm trying to be careful with my voice because I need it. So, and the first day, in the middle of the night, I got up and I had some serious pain in my throat. And actually, it reminded me of something I'd experienced before with one of my how do you say? I forgot the word in English.
That's
Uh,
okay.
you know, you know, the appendix, the appendix.
Yes, yes, yes. The appendix, the appendicitis. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a surgery, and something, I think it was 2 3 months ago. I can't remember, and I had some a strange pain around the site,
Yeah.
and then suddenly several days afterwards, I actually had a look at the thing, and
Mm.
basically beforehand, I had a little line on the way, on the spot where the surgery
Yes.
was.
The scar.
It just it vanished, and basically, it's what can basically it's the kind of thing what happened with my throat. I had that pain coming up, and it was exactly the same pain I had with my foot. So I'm I'm not sure, but I reckon that the fact that I was using the glutathione, something happened with my voice. And basically, I was reading a book
Mm.
about voice coaching, and that person was saying that when you talk, whenever you sing, the very important thing is your posture. And
Yes.
I do both. And I reckon for the past, well, I would say more than 50 years, I've been misusing my voice. And I reckon if I'm thinking that maybe uh, the work was done on this part of my body just to restore what the damage I had done before, if you understand what I'm saying. So
Yes. Yes.
just,
Yes.
I don't know, maybe it's true, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right.
Yes. Well,
But
well, 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 you're the best. You're the best physician, and you
yeah,
will notice the changes. So this is what the powerful X39 does, and then everything else puts it on steroids. It goes into the body and it looks at what really needs repair first, what's urgent. And
yeah,
then when it's done that, it works on everything else. So, for example, wound healing, if you've got other things happening, wound healing will be last. Now, the very last thing it does, once it's happy with everything functioning properly, like the cells, then what it does is the age reversal. So then the age reversal comes in because it's dealt with the inflammation and everything else. Now with glutathione, and I'm just saying it for the benefit of everybody else, is I have found that it has caused certain things to get worse before they get better in the body,
yeah.
because it's doing the detoxing, so it's shaking up. So, what I say to people, Beatrice, is if you notice something like that, maybe don't wear it every day, but wear it every third day and phase in, because I didn't have a reaction because I've been doing detoxing for years and I was on X39 for a while before I put on the glutathione. So again, it will affect people in different ways. Um, but I guess I'm hearing amazing things. And was there a final thing you wanted to add in terms of your experience with the Lifewave patches, please?
The only thing I can say that the thing I mentioned to you, it's only few items on the list. Because if I had to give you what changed in my body since I've been using those patches, it would be more than an hour. Because I mean, it's just plain surprising, miraculous, and it's true. Once you actually use the product, you become the product. Because once you experience the thing, you can't like stop talking about it and explaining to people, maybe there's this alternative and this is what he has done for me. And basically it would be like, to me I truly think that it would be criminal for me not to share this product, because I know what it can do, and I have experienced many things on my body. So that's the reason. So far, uh, I started for maybe 5 6 months, because I'm over 50, so maybe it could be. And then now I'm thinking I'm going to do it for a year, and then I'm going to see looks. So I need to go up to November of this year, and then I'll see what will be next. But to be honest with you, I don't think I'm going to stop unless David actually launch another product, which is better. But
Yeah.
I think I'm going to stick to it because, as I said to you, I'm not so young anymore. And when you're not so young and you've been like mistreating yourself for so many decades, okay,
Yes.
now it comes a time where everybody's saying, well, darling, now it has to be, it's over now. You need to do
Yeah.
something about it.
Yeah. And Beatrice, I look at it this way. If I had to recommend one patch for everybody to be on, it would be X39 because it does reduce, it does have like an element of glutathione 25%, whereas the glutathione is 300%. So it has the reduction of inflammation. It is less than a cup of coffee a day. All right, so
Yes.
it's less, it's like $3.33, which is the God number nine. It's not an accident that he priced it at that. So everything, have a look at the numbers and everything, people. It's all God technology from the Bible, where the Bible's coded. So for me, to keep that maintenance going and to not have pain and to be thinking clearly and to have more energy is not a lot of money. I'd rather not buy a cup of coffee outside and patch on with my X39. That's the way I view Beatrice.
To be honest with you, I've learned about the patches from you. It took me 2 years to do it because I was considering the money, not my health. And then, as I said to you, at the end of 2025, I said to myself, you have to do it. You have to do it now. But I wish I had not considered the money, but I had considered my health. And basically, that all I can say is that you should try it, but because you never know, and then you don't know how you've been abusing your body for such a long time, basically. So, and because there's not many things around anymore to help you to be healthy, feeling good, maybe there's this alternative, a good alternative, and you should actually look into it. That's all I can say. And
Exactly.
yeah,
And you know what I say, Beatrice? You've got nothing to lose. And unlike you, I have to be honest, I didn't feel anything. Isn't that interesting? And I'm a very feeling person of energy, but I didn't feel anything. I knew something was happening, but I didn't feel it. But you know what I did do? I saw the results. I saw the results from the optometrist. You don't need glasses anymore. I
yeah,
saw the results from the dentist. My teeth were crooked and they wanted to put those things in to straighten them. They
braces,
straightened themselves. It took a year and a half, but a year to a
yeah,
year and a half, but they straightened themselves. My scars that I have all over my body from surgery, I can't even see them. They said I needed reconstructive surgery on my knees. Guess what? After patching up with X39 and Aon on the knees, because that was my big issue, because I
yeah,
was in severe pain, guess what? I'm now coming on to 2 years. They're fully restored. I don't need reconstructive surgery. I can
good.
walk, I'm pain free. So you see, over time, it was working on different things on my body. And just like you, I'm approaching 60. So I had a lot of things going on, Beatrice. I'm not a spring chicken, but I feel like a spring chicken now. Guess what? I feel like 30 now because what it started to do is people look at me and they say, Marie, you got no wrinkles on your face. I mean, that's extraordinary.
And now that you're saying, talking about spring chicken, about the X39, I put it on. So I felt something, and the following day, I went to do some shopping, and basically there were two people before, just in front of me, and I tried to pass them, and then suddenly it was the following day. Suddenly I realized I was walking properly. I had almost full motion. I didn't have this kind of mobility since 2014, the day I did this accident. So I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Now I was like a bit like a spring chicken again.
Yeah. So Beatrice, thank you so much for that amazing testimonial. Was there maybe a last minute thing you wanted to add? Oh my God, we've covered so much. I can't believe the leaps and bounds, and I thank God
I
for the
honestly,
healing that He's doing through us through this technology. Sorry, go on.
And honestly, we just covered a small part. It's not the full list. I haven't given you the full list, but
Wow.
there's not much I can say apart from please, people, do take some time for yourself and go and discover this new technology and see by yourself what people say about this technology. Try to see if somehow maybe that technology could actually be useful to you. But the thing is, if you don't try, you wouldn't know. So you need to first of all get the information, process the information, and maybe get into action, even if it's for a short while. Okay. Basically with the X39, within like hours, everything is actually things are happening in your body. So why would you want to try it for only, as you say, I think in American it's only $100.
Yeah, $99, $3.33 cup of coffee.
How
Yeah,
much
a
money
day.
do you spend suffering every day? How much does it cost you when you suffer? Surely it's more than $100. And I'm gonna leave it
Yeah,
there.
absolutely. And I always say to people, it's an investment in your health and wellness. And Beatrice, I'm going to end on this note. The other, well, last week, I lost my best friend,
I heard it.
passed away, and it was interesting because she was someone that didn't do the self care that I recommended, or use these patches, and the result was, unfortunately, so this has made me even more determined to go out there and to share the message that you just sent so perfectly, which is please put yourself number one, and try one thing that you're not doing for your self-care. And that's what Beatrice is saying. And as I said, this friend of mine did not need to go, but she was just resistant. Sometimes putting finances, and I'd be saying to her, it's less than a cup of coffee a day. So all we can do is plant the seeds, and then people need to basically water them and sprout them and actually take some action. So
You
thank you,
can do it.
Beatrice. Thank you
Thank you
so
very
much.
much.
God
Thank you,
bless you, and we'll
ma'am.
speak again.